True.
But our next good subject, talking about disappointments, our disappointments for 2018 for anime. I'll have you start, James.
Number one disappointment for me, probably Island. To be honest, I know it's recent, but it it really started off well, but it went really bad. Like took a sharp turn.
I have to agree, honestly, about that. I'm still watching it, but I'm not watching it as I used to. And I know people want me to cover it on YouTube still, but the thing is, I would love to cover it, but I don't want to try to explain. No offense to you people, a paradox, because explaining paradoxes is too. It's too inconsistent, and I don't want to be inconsistent for you, kind of thing. And honestly, I had a lot of high hopes going into that anime. It honestly seemed really good, and I just the whole plot twist of, oh, we're going to the future then to the past and this and that, and as I was explained in my Discord, they're trying to pull a Bioshock thing. I don't know if any of you have played Bioshock Infinite. That's where I got a lot of quotes from. And truthfully, if you want to really mess with your mind, Bioshock Infinite will do that to you. Not in a good way. It won't still make any sense. Oh yeah.
Nope.
Wait, sir, we're calling Island wrong. It's never Island. Thank you, Nick. Just, what were they
Oh
thinking?
my god.
It sounds like some edgy thing. I just realized this is not the mode I can jump and fly.
Nope.
That would have been embarrassing.
You can jump and dive.
Exactly. Just like Island. Because it didn't have much viewers starting off. Man, that's one of the things that disappoints me in the anime, because it seems more and more that they're trying to go for paradoxes, and I don't like that, because Doctor Who's the only thing, honestly, that's able to pull it off. I hope some anime proves me wrong, because as I said, I'm not trying to be a mean person or very critical. It's more of, I hope they try to learn from this and improve from it. That's all I want out of it. Any more disappointments you had, James?
I I don't like the way Hanabado, the badminton one, is going.
Oh my god. I watched
Honestly,
one episode, and truth be told, I'm gonna be 100% with everyone. I hate animes with sports. I can't get into it, but it's just that anime is so boring and so overhyped. That, I don't know, people like it, I guess. I can understand why they like it, but it's boring. The story sucks. But I'm sorry for interrupting you on that one. Why do you not
no,
like
that
it?
that's. I mean, as you said, the story's not quite as interesting to me because I started two at the same time, like it and Haruka Receive, and Haruka's way more interesting than Hanabado. And it's not even just like the ecchi or whatnot.
Yeah.
It's that story's actually good.
That's the issue that I see with anime, well, most animes these days, and I know people want me to talk about it, but I'm not going to say it right away. But you know what I'm hinting to, so hold on.
Hmm.
But it's a fad apparently these days that these anime people or producers and writers think they can get away with not explaining the story or having a poorly written story, but having beautiful visuals. At the end of the day, sadly, that's what works, and I don't like it personally, but it's something we live in, and I hope it changes soon.
Hmm.
Because, I don't know, I enjoy a good story with a good visual, and I thought Island was going to be really good. I gave it a lot of hype, personally. I kind of regret giving it hype looking back now. But,
Well, it looked good from the previews.
yeah, it really did, and I don't know. It's just, I don't think these writers, I think they panic, or they don't have enough time to do anything. That's what I'm starting to get at, and I get that's how anime business works. Because I've in Japan, some of the stories you get to read, they don't. That business is very dangerous, especially when you screw up stuff, darling.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, going on to another disappointment. Allow me to take this one. The Master of Ragnarok and Blesser of Valkyrie. I honestly, that my biggest disappointment was that I get people don't like overpowered characters. I get the end of the day. But when you have someone coming from another world and they don't, I don't know, they don't have anything special, and he has a smartphone. And I mean, this guy was going against someone with Mjolnir, a rune from that's supposed to be Mjolnir, and he got defeated by water that easily and broke bones. I can't find that possible at all. That's what pisses me off. And honestly, I was expecting a lot out of him, the main character, because I know people hate this anime for some reason, but in another world with my smartphone, that's a perfect example of how you should do it. Because at the end of the day, I don't want a serious in another world anime. It doesn't feel great. That's why I know I cover Overlord, but sometimes I get annoyed with Overlord because they take it too seriously. And they don't give certain characters enough time. And the second season of Overlord, Aldio, just... they're really good characters, but they don't get time, and it's sad because Ainz is another good character. Did you just take all those trees down? But as we were talking off a while ago, it seems a popular thing is to take the best characters off the screen for some reason.
Pretty much.
And I'm going to be honest, Ainz is a very good character. I like him. But when you take him off the screen so much, just why? And don't even get me started on the Overlord community. It gets really toxic. They're very, very toxic, and it's sad because I'm going to be brutally honest with you guys. These people think the anime is popular as Sword Art Online, and they barely touch No Game No Life. Yeah, and the thing I don't understand still is how No Game No Life hasn't got a second season, but Overlord is getting multiple seasons, and the fans don't even want... they don't like the third season nor the second season. At the end of the day, you're not going to be able to please anyone. Well, everyone, sorry. And that's what I hate, because people need to calm down. And going back to the Aldio thing, it's just... I wish she was more into it. I get we're going to see her sisters later on, but I don't know, it's too long for me. It gets annoying to cover animes, I guess, knowing the future of it, and they're not going as fast as you thought they would go in. But going back to the Master of Ragnarok, that I don't know. The main character, he seemed like he was a good person, but the more and more you start to watch it, you see he has this generic personality like Kirito. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it's good to be a good person and all, but just... come on, give me something to like. Like, don't get me wrong, I was not gonna say Kenshin, Kirito, he's a good person, all jokes aside, he's a very good person, but that's all he is. He gets angry, but he doesn't really get angry. That's the thing that bothers me, and that's why I like Len. She got angry, she got psycho. Psycho Len's the best, Lena. Truth be told, I still think, she could probably wipe the floor with Kirito. But, the writing, how it goes with that, she wouldn't. But, well, we can believe. P-chan will do it. P-chan's best girl. Come on, people. But, going to the Master of the Ragnarok, back to Saito, or I don't even remember his name, because it's such a generic name, I'm going to be honest. But, I don't know, they need to give me something more to like about him, because bring up a good example of a good character with good intentions. Kenshin, he actually had a personality, though. He had a goofy personality. He had a history. That was, I'm gonna be honest, don't you dare, I know what you're gonna say. No, I know what you... Go ahead, say it. No, I know you...
I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, okay. But Kenshin, he just a wonderful character. But in the end, he didn't work out, did it?
No, certainly not.
No? It really worked with B, though. So, going to another disappointment, I think, is Angels of Death. That was another one that was very overhyped in my eyes. And people were like, oh, it's so good and this and that. I'm like, where, though? I don't see it. It looks like a generic anime, and oh, you just gotta wait for a little bit to get better. And see, that's the thing that pisses me off. If you ever want to piss me off with anime, oh wait, it gets better later on. I don't want to wait. You have to sell me your anime within 5 episodes. If it's not sold within 5 episodes, I don't like it. Because I'm not going to waste my time. Oh, it gets good. Just like One Piece. Because One Piece, I forgot what arc was really good that made One Piece really good. I forgot the name of it. I know I heard it recently, but One Piece was awful. Especially the beginning. I just couldn't get past it. And it's such a good idea, but it's trashed by a horrible, boring, slow story. I don't know why. Hey, that's Naruto. Naruto, the first, like, Naruto series, that was good. I loved it, even though we had the annoying, believe it! Believe it! God. All jokes aside, I still love Naruto, and I can acknowledge that it had some of its stuff. You know, fillers just... Oh, those fillers are too much at points, but... As I said, the perfect anime, I would say in my eyes, would be Kenshin. I know you would say Cowboy Bebop. But that's for another subject later on. Now for the big main event. I know you guys are waiting. So, are you going to talk about Darling in the Franxx? Yes, I am.
Don't really know this opportunity.
That's precisely what it should be. And honestly, I know a lot of people are like, why do you hate it so much? Oh, it was such a good ending. I get where you're coming from, because visually it was a beautiful ending. Visually, story-wise, it was awful. It was the worst thing I've seen in a while. I've seen some bad things, real bad things, but it's just the thing that will always piss me off. This is why I don't like Island. Is when you take the opportunity you have, like a good amount of opportunity that you can be the best of the best, but you throw it away for some reason, and just, I don't know, I feel insulted personally as like a writer, but it's just, people killed to have that opportunity, and you're gonna go take it and waste it? Really? And the thing I know you talk about a lot is, as you, actually I brought up earlier about all of you have not shown up, Zero Two wasn't shown as much. Now,